as a metalhead, do 150 classic albums by the end of the year. I'm also doing Patreon requests. Sadly, this one wasn't requested on Patreon, but I got so much support from the Worst Girl in America reaction that this is going to be a very rare time where I'm just going to do the album anyway. So many people said to do Starfucker. I saw that was actually quite short, and I went, fuck it, I'll do the deluxe as well. I absolutely loved that album. Easily one of my favorite of this year so far, and I'm quite curious to jump into the rest of her catalog because I absolutely adored her brand of like a punkier version of like electropop sort of stuff. It was sick. So yeah, let's see how it goes. I like the staticky tone that she has to her electronic stuff.
Think of every reason why you wanted me in your life. I know you got what you want, but you're not innocent, no. Confessing all my sins tonight. Guess I gotta pay the price. Sometimes I miss my top off naked, you mean you don't know.
Ooh.
Now you're nothing but an ex. That's the cause and the effects. Songs you spinning on the decks. If you really wanna talk it out, then hit me up direct. Boy, you better come correct out. He's such a star fucker. He's such a star fucker. That to the bone type of lover. Yeah, he's such a star fucker. Took over my peace of mind. You with somebody else tonight. Hope she can give what you want, but it won't be enough.
I really do love like the 2000s sort of nostalgic sounds. It kind of reminds me of like a bit of like Kesha sort of stuff. That sort of era of pop music. This is a really pretty vocal. Chest. Now you're nothing but an ex. That's the cause and the effects. Songs you spinning on the decks. If you really wanna talk it out, then hit me up direct. Boy, you better come correct out. He's such a star fucker. He's such a star fucker. That took the bone type of lover. Yeah, he's such a star fucker. It's so cool how the track is quite dynamic. Like the Another Life vocal is like so serene, kind of just reminds me of something that you would hear in like a Rosalia album. And then you have like a bit of like the 2000s like Kesha sort of pop music, but then there's also parts that remind me of like the more delicate parts of like FK Twigs. It's just kind of cool how dynamic the track is, and just Slayyyter in general. But yeah, if you haven't watched one of my videos before, I do ratings on the side. These are my first listen ratings. I listen to these projects multiple times over before I post them to my Discord, where you can chat to me about my ratings. I also post them to my album of the year, which is the music rating website I use. It says 600 written reviews. I've actually listened to about 1,200 albums in the past year. Before this channel, I basically listened to 20 albums front to back my entire life, and I did this because I wanted to check out new music. Average rating is 6 out of 10, so I think that's because 99.9% of the stuff that I'm listening to is requests from patrons, because I have 200 patrons over there that can all have the ability to request an album that's $5 a month, and you get to request an album that's 50 minutes or less, or $8 you get to request an album that's 90 minutes or less, or you get to pick from the classics album list, 1 or 2 depending on the sub tier. But yeah, because of that, I'm usually getting requested stuff that is like the best of an artist's discography. So I think I don't know, the best Weekend album, I'm gonna be like getting that requested instead of like the worst one, right? But yeah, spiritually, I think it's a 5 out of 10 average, because 7 is a 5.1. I think it's above average. Interestingly enough, with this track, I think I really liked it. I like how dynamic it is. I really like the lyrics of Slayyyter. The mixing and then the production on this one is a tiny bit different to Worst Girl in America, and I prefer the Worst Girl in America one. It feels like the punchiness and the edge of the sound on this track stems from having like the vocal effects be very piercing and like having the S's peak and stuff like that. And on Worst Girl in America, it felt like there was more clash elements or more guitar work to give that like punky edge to it. I prefer like the production to carry that, and her vocals to just have like attitude within it and all that sort of thing. But with this one, like if we go to the end of I think it's Starfucker, the S's peak really hard. Where on Worst Girl in America, I don't remember them peaking. And if you've watched one of my channels before, I listen to a lot of Rage stuff, and it's something that happens a lot in Rage, where if they want a very like piercing quality to the sound, they just make the S like it's either they have worse recordings like microphones, which makes the it peak the same way that like P's peak on microphones, or they ham up the like higher like the higher pitch or whatever, and it makes the S's like peak hardcore. And so that's happening a decent amount on this track, which is something that I don't know, it's just like a personal thing that I dislike. But in saying all of that, obviously I like the rest of the stuff with the melding of like the genres and different sounds. And yeah, I still like her swagger on the track. I think it's really nifty. But yeah, my average rating on my rating on this track would again, my average is 5 out of 10. I would say like a 6. I think it's decent, but I think I prefer Worst Girl in America stuff so far. But we're only one track in, right?
I start fights cause I wanna make up. Sorry, baby, I talk too much and no more tears. I just wanna make love. Start fights cause I wanna make up. I start fights cause I wanna make up.
Yeah, like the peaking isn't happening on this so far.
Yeah, no more tears. I just wanna make love. Start fights cause I wanna make up.
Who's Lolo? Because they have an interesting layer cool last time. I would love to know like the intro, background. Like how'd they get in there? Who are they? That's
try to make it hurt. Think I need something to get me through the night. I could kiss it better. No one gets me wetter. Stay the night, I'll show you how we're meant to be together. Don't wanna test your patience. If you get me naked, I can blow your mind. I start fights cause I wanna make up. Sorry,
I like this a lot.
Too much and no more tears. I just wanna make love. Stop fights cause I wanna make up. Stop fights cause I wanna make up. Apologize with the way that I fuck. Yeah, no more tears. I just wanna make love. Stop fights cause I wanna make up. I'm sorry, so I tell you with my body. Rev it up like a Ferrari, then I play it like Atari. Sweet boy with the tattoos. Put him in a bad mood. I know you got more and you drop low to the floor.
It's already like this track is so different from like the first one. Like this one's so much like more breathy, and I like it as well. She's so dynamic. It's so catchy. I like the production. Is that a producer? I don't think vocally they've been. Sorry, baby, I talk too much and no more tears. I just wanna make love. Stop fights cause I wanna make up. I start fights cause I wanna make up. Apologize with the way that I fuck. Yeah, no more tears. I just wanna make love. I love this. Stop fights cause I wanna make up. it's I find like the explicit nature of like a lot of electropop music stuff now to be very interesting, because for whatever reason in my mind I feel like I didn't hear it as much until The Idol, and then like that the one with Lily Rose Depp popped off, and I know this was created before that, I would assume, because Idol released in July 2023 and this was December 2023, so I'm assuming like they can't just turn around and make it within 6 months, make that album, make this album. But it's interesting because I don't remember being in like 2021 the lyricism and like sexuality being so explicit. If you watch my Worst Girl in America, I massively appreciate that, and it went over like a lot of reasons why I think that's really good and cool. But it's so interesting because in my mind it literally just feels like before The Idol and after The Idol there's just been a massive difference with that, because it's like or maybe I'm just was completely out of the loop because I don't listen to a lot of pop music. I don't listen to a lot of like different types of music. I very much stuck with my own lane, I guess. But like I guess like on the radio, I don't know if I would ever remember something like is it One of the Girls or something like that, like the Lily Rose Depp song that is stupidly explicit, and it was played on the radio, which is and stuff like that I would just assume wouldn't be, and stuff like Adele and Slayyyter here, I feel like it could be played on the radio low-key because of tracks like that, because I don't remember stuff being as explicit beforehand. And I just wonder like what created that sea change, I guess, or where has there always been music like this that was actually really popular but I just didn't know about it. Also, rating wise, I'll give this like a 7.5. Like I think it's like a good to great track. It was I thought it was fucking great.
Walk down the street like I run it. All the boys say that they love it. All the girls they push and shove it. In the club I cause a ruckus. Don't repeat that you want it. I'm speaking, it's no discussion. Headbang it till a concussion. 3 drinks and maybe we fucking. He wanna mess with my makeup, but his face kinda ugly. When I get real fucked up, he look just like James Dean.
Yeah, I love the 2005 coming off of this. Ooh, I like that a lot.
Latex, lipstick, high heels, my credit card decline, money on the bed when we fucking from behind, clothes off, stereo on, I party every night, latex, lipstick, high heels, he look just like James Dean.
I like how confident it is to have like these sort of instrumental passages that like do build up and stuff like that. Like this, the track could be a lot more cookie cutter than it is, but I like that it's given. I love the edge of the lyrics. I love it. I think it's like another good to great track. I think it's fucking sick. Maybe even like a great. I'll give it an 8. It's just fun as fuck. I love the edginess because like you never hear cunt said outside of Australia.
my god, you're not even on the list. Girl, I am the list.
I wish this sounded a bit louder. It feels a bit like quiet. Because I love everything that's going on here. I just wish I had a tiny bit more like to the sound. I love the lyrics so much. Oh, it's such a nice flow. Yeah, I guess like I love the verses more than the chorus on this track, which is interesting when it comes to a pop song. I just wish like the I Love Hollywood had a bit more punch to it. I'll give it like a 6.5 because like the chorus is like the crux of the song, I guess. But, like the verses and like the edginess and like the lyrics, I fucking love that. I think Stuff Fucker would be higher than this one. Miss Belladonna. Oh, I like how it's building.
I kiss him like poison. Sing it, never let him go. He buys me roses. Meets me when he's all alone.
Yeah, this is. I don't know what it is, but there's like this flavor of like 2020s electropop that like this kind of falls into with like Adele and stuff like that. Fucking adore that sound.
The way that I dance, like deadly nightshade, eyes turn black, and his heart breaks. Miss Belladonna, I call him up whenever I wanna. Lipstick is red and my bag is Prada. He lives for love and I live for drama. Miss Belladonna, I'll steal
I do. I touched on it a tiny bit. I think I like West Coast America quite a bit more because there's a lot more like guitars and like different elements in their production. Lady Gaga-ish, I like it.
Euphoria hurts, love makes you blind. Surrender your heart in Club Valentine.
Yeah, I like this a lot. Yeah, this gives me. This reminds me so much of like early Lady Gaga stuff that I love. I think this is a good track. I like it. I could just only imagine. The concerts would be so sick. Like, I went to Lady Gaga's concert, and that shit was fucking fire.
I wear blue velvet in the night. You're already in love, so am I. But I can feel the tension with you and I. Do I have to be polite? One little sip of poison, if you like. Baby, I'm the devil in disguise. Let me pull the trigger on your mind. Make you swallow all your pride. I smoke my cigarette with passion. I can tell he's addicted to my fashion. Let him do lines with me in the Hamptons.
I love the darker vibes.
I'm faithful to whoever's asking. Can you keep a secret while we're dancing in my Deco $1 million mansion?
Before Lady Gaga and stuff like that, because that's the only person I can think of. Who did music like this? Was it Madonna? And if it was before Madonna as well, who did that? Like, what's the music lineage of this sort of brand of pop music?
Dirty secrets that I hide. You know I think about you by your side. The things I wanna tell you all the time. Hoping you could read my mind. I know it's criminal to love ya. I know I got a man, but you could be my lover. I fantasize about us playing.
It's just so pretty as well.
Dirty secrets, baby, no one can uncover. I smoke my cigarette with passion. I can tell he's addicted to my fashion. Let him do lines with me in the Hamptons. I'm faithful to whoever's asking. Can you keep a secret while we're dancing in my Deco $1 million mansion?
Just another good fucking song. I love it. I can't wait to listen to more stuff like this. This has spurred me to post on YouTube very soon. By the time this comes out, I'll post my Lady Gaga reactions because I did a first reaction to those. Fame and Fame Monster and Born Swim. Absolutely lovely. It just makes me happy. Like, it's like cute and fun. I just fucking love it. Ooh,
Baby, turn the lights down. Tell me, are you here to stay? After party dancer, do you even know my name? I need your love. I need you closer. It's not enough. I look in my eyes. Hope you're not leaving. No, not tonight. All that I can do is dance you with you. You know, I can't be alone. No. Oh, I know you wanna go, but I need you here to move my body. Oh, I know you wanna go, but I need you here to move my body. Tell me that you want me.
Oh, I love it.
Not to play. Dance in my reflection, silver like the kiss you gave. Ooh,
she has such a rock star energy to her. It was something that I felt when I listened to like Lady Gaga's earlier stuff. It's just, I love it, yeah. I love it. I think I like the prior two tracks a tiny bit more, but still pretty good. I'm very curious to see what our next project's like. Because I wonder if our first project is even like poppier than this one, and it's just like progressively getting heavier and heavier and heavier. It's just so fun. Like doing reactions, having like just fun music like this just makes the workday just so much nicer. I like it a lot. Thank you. There's a bit more peaks on the S's here, I think. Let's see if it becomes a problem for me. I don't think so. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, I feel like on West Coast America, a lot of these tracks would be a bit more like edgy and like captivating to me. Like this is pretty. It's kind of cool and cute for me. But I really like just how much energy is even behind like the lull moments on West Coast America. This is like closer like Pink Panther stuff to me. And I like the more rockier energy of West Coast. But she has a really fucking nice voice. Yeah, vocals are always gonna be fucking great at him. I just think I don't like the production as much on this one. I'll give it 5.5 picks to the vocals. Vocals got that. But I don't like the beat. This reminds me a bit of Madonna stuff, but I haven't heard any Madonna's albums. I only just like the radio play. Oh, this is groovy as fuck. I like it. Like I think it's 7.5. Like this is quite great. I love the groove and the vocals on this. It's gorgeous. That was so nifty. Erotic electronic. I feel like that's like a perfect summation of her music. If you wanted to add another E, edgy erotic or something.
Seconds till I get naked. And we're both out, no, you can't take it. Like when I'm out of my latex. I wanna have some fun. 10 more seconds till I get naked. And we're both out, no, you can't take it. Like when I'm out of my latex. Floor, wrap your hands around and touch my body.
I thought this would have a bit more punch to it. I feel like this is similar to I Love Hollywood, I think. Where like, lyrically I love this song. But it doesn't have as much punch as I would have wanted it to.
Like when I'm out of my latex. I wanna have some fun. 3 more seconds till I get naked. And we're both up, no, you can't take it. Like when I'm out of my latex. I wanna have some fun.
I'll give it a 6. I think it's decent. The lyrics are the main thing that's pushing that through. Ooh. This sounds like it could be abrasive.
Drugs make this kitty go purr. Drugs Drugs make this kitty go purr. Drugs make this kitty go purr. K, make this kitty go purr. Coke, make this kitty go purr. Money, make this kitty go purr. Molly, pussy, going berserk. K, make this kitty go. Coke, make this kitty go. Money, make this kitty go. Molly, pussy, going berserk.
Oh, I like this a lot. That like dun dun dun. That sounds very familiar to me.
Kitty go purr. Drugs make this kitty go purr. Drugs make this kitty go purr. Molly, pussy, going berserk. Drugs make this kitty go purr. Drugs make this kitty go purr. Drugs make this kitty go purr. Molly, pussy, going berserk. Drugs make this. Drugs make this. Molly, pussy, going berserk. You know I need it bad. You want the best at that. Watching me go with that. You want the kitty cat. Pussy pop in the club, boys wanna fuck with a bitch like us. Pussy pop in the club, boys to the bad better want me up. Pussy pop in the club, boys wanna fuck with a bitch like us. Pussy pop in the club, boys to the bad better want me up. Drugs make this kitty go purr. Drugs make this kitty go purr. Drugs make this kitty go purr. Molly, pussy, going berserk. Drugs make this kitty go purr. Drugs make this
7 up, I think it's a pretty great fight.
make this kitty go purr. Molly, pussy, going berserk. Drugs make this. Drugs make this. Molly, pussy, going berserk. He want the kitty cat. Make this kitty go.
It's so interesting. Despite the fact that like I feel like I'm clear, like it's pretty apparent that I don't find this as amazing as Worst Girl in America. It's really cool to be able to see like the elements on how they were honed, because like something like Purr has a lot of that essence that I feel like Worst Girl in America has. And like there's certain like electronic sort of stuff where like you can see how it just gets amped up a tiny bit more and then it gets turned into Worst Girl in America. It reminds me a bit of this is a wild pull, but like Dave the rapper, it feels like he's making very similar albums every single time, but he's just getting better. I wonder if Troubled Paradise, I think is like the first the debut, if it's also in that sort of vein where it's like a very similar sort of album, but it just keeps every single time she gets like goes back to make it, it just gets better and like harsher and like just more fleshed out overall. Because this just feels like a bit of a more stripped back version of Worst Girls in America.
Silicone in my tits, pay big money looking like this. That Juvederm in my lips, little sculpture into my hips.
I like the speed of this.
On 6. All these bitches wanna look sick like this. Just hanging out of the whip, thin as fuck, bitch, but your dress don't fit. Go. Brand new tits, give me a little injection. My doctor made it look like this, and I can't stop staring at my own reflection. Brand new tits, give me a little injection.
This might be my favorite track.
Like this, and I can't stop staring at my own reflection. Everywhere that I go, bitches asking if it's all silicone. I'm always stopping the show. I look good, bitch, yeah, I know. Gucci bag with the blow, Hollywood turn me into a hoe. These diamonds on me so cold, you look flat, bitch, but I know I don't. You buying me drinks cause I look good tonight. Boy, when I hit the city, better have my ladies by my side. That baby effect, got me swaying side to side. Paco Rabanne dress is shining in the light. Brand new tits, give me a little.
Yeah, this is the best. This is at 9. I fucking love this.
And I can't stop staring at my own reflection. Brand new tits, give me a little injection. My doctor made it look like this, and I can't stop staring at my own reflection.
Ooh.
Baby, I'm plastic. Body like magic. Looking like $1 million when I step like a milli, cause I paid to get this body right. Feeling like a star in a crowded bar, maybe all night. Feeling like a star, little tits, lip gloss, and it's all mine. Baby, I'm plastic, 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 plastic. Brand new tits, give me a little injection. My doctor made it look like this, and I can't stop staring at my own reflection.
That shit's just fucking gas.
Noticing the way you look at me, can't deny this kind of chemistry, you know. Hoping and wishing we are meant to be. Are you looking for a girl like me tonight? Martinis at the bar, kissing in the back of your car, love on the radio, hoping you're gonna take me home. Better make you move on me, dripping soft cherry ice cream, slow motion on the beach, baby, put your hands on me. Boy, can we go there? You know we're more than just friends. I gotta know that. Ooh, are we falling in love? Noticing the way you look at me, can't deny this kind of chemistry, you know. Hoping and wishing we are meant to be. Are you looking for a girl like me tonight? Noticing the way you look at me, can't deny this kind of chemistry, you know. Hoping and wishing we are meant to be. Are you looking for a girl like me tonight? You're not looking for anything serious, but I need to know, baby, don't be mysterious. Boy, can we go there? You know we're more than just friends. I gotta know that. Ooh, are we falling in love? Noticing the way you look at me, can't deny this kind of chemistry, you know. Hoping and wishing we are meant to be. Are you looking for a girl like me tonight? Noticing the way you look
Fair enough. Like, it's so. I just love it. I need to find more music like this. It's just so fun.
meant to be. Are you looking for a girl like me tonight?
Ooh, I like how deep those like production beats are. Like how deep they sound.
Love it when you call me angel. Are you secretly the devil, baby? I've been feeling so unstable. Everything about you makes me crazy. In your arms, cut me deep, leave a scar. Kiss
It's really pretty. It's pretty decent fact. I like it. Ooh. I like the vocal effects here. I might go with like 0.5. This has been a fun time.
She knows she's powerful. She's got your time in her hands. She moves so incredible. And every
Very like
stays when
Dawn
she's
FM-y from Weekend I heard.
good girl of the sun goes down on her night. Got her lipstick on and she's singing that song 'cause she really wants a piece of that life. She's got the tricks, she's got the hits, sees her name in the lights. Heard it before, she's out the door, can't waste any more time. Angel eyes, you could be check the number, write your name down on the wall. She found heaven at the club in a bathroom stall. 2 more minutes, 3 more hours till she lose it all. Got no one left to call. No one notices. Makeup runs from her eyes. She walks in.
Oh, I love the vocals here.
He could get it tonight. She hates the sound, but if they all love her, then she don't mind.
This is a great track, like through and through. I like it a lot.
Better say goodnight, better say goodnight. Feels like you could die in the city lights. Better say goodnight.
This is really interesting. I like her edgier stuff with like West Girl in America, but this track is one that wouldn't necessarily be on that. Because it's like, yeah, it's just like not as edgy or anything like that. And it's really nice that she has an album where she doesn't go into the same sort of punky energy, because we wouldn't get a song like this, which I think is fucking great. Yeah, this has been a pretty good album. Like, I prefer West Girl in America because of it having like a bit more punky energy, but like this album I feel like veers a lot more into like Lady Gaga sort of stuff, and I fucking love Lady Gaga, so it's still quite good. Yeah, I'm really curious to see any new releases of her and see if like she still goes down that sort of funky energy, or where she goes from here. Because she shows a decent, like quite a decent amount of like versatility across these two records, and yeah, I don't know, this was just fun. As I said before, like this just makes my recording days and stuff like that just so much more chill, because it's like, damn, this is just a fun, nice album. Like I don't know, it's just good fun. Yeah, if you guys enjoyed watching the video, watching this far is supporting up, but if you want to support further, you can go to my Patreon. It's $5 a month, and you get to request now. That's 50 minutes less or 9 minutes or less album. You can request any Slayyyter album. If you guys support this video so much like the Worst Girl in America one, I might just do another Slayyyter normally, but it's very rare for that to happen. So if you guys want to see more Slayyyter, just need one person to sub and request it. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Absolutely love you. Peace.